Hello, everyone. I have a new framework of sorts for news in reverse that I want to try today. This is not the questions that the members ask, but this is kind of based off of what it looks like generally everyone wants to know. I'm still going to do those questions, but this is a framework I've been working on that I want to try out and see how it goes. As always, this is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not fact. Okay, so we're going to start with geopolitical events. Which world leaders are going to face crucial decisions? And we're going to do about 30 to 60 day projections. So within the next month or two, which world leaders are going to face crucial decisions? We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Spirit of Charity in reverse. So something that pertains to imports, exports, trade, travel, some kind of we need to reel it in decision and not let it happen as much or as easily. The Ten of Pentacles, the gang's all here. Which world leaders face crucial decisions? This is like someone facing a decision to go with the rest of the group to cut off someone else, either trade, travel, something like that. What else do we need to know? Judgment. Yeah, the final decision. Like, this is the final straw. We're going to completely cut it off now between two countries. What can we know about this? Why, or what's it about, or what causes it, perhaps? The power play. Deals made in shadows with everything at stake. Wealth redistribution by choice or force. A transaction with hidden strings. A calculated move. The ethics of giving and taking. Six of Pentacles in reverse is all taking, no giving. Which world leaders face crucial decisions? It feels like there's a group of other countries that get one country to go with them as it comes to cutting off another country. What do we need to know about this? What do we need to know? Female. Why did that just make me think Israel? Because isn't that referenced as the bride? And trapped. A vulnerable piece, a vulnerable country trapped. A vulnerable country trapped. Export and travel. A vulnerable country trapped because we can't export or travel. Vulnerable, premeditated in reverse. Propaganda, fake news in reverse. So the truth about a not all the way well thought out plan. The truth about a not all the way well thought out plan. Digital. There's like some social media backlash of this. It's almost like there's this general collective consensus of this isn't fair. We can't allow that country to cut off that other country. They need them. But it feels like that's the decision that the leader makes, is to cut off ties of some sort. Okay. Will there be diplomatic tensions escalating? Will there be diplomatic tensions escalating? Judgment about a final decision. Ace of Cups in reverse. A final decision inspires fear. Page of Wands in reverse. And Queen of Cups. I feel like this is in reference to the crucial decision. A final decision produces fear of there's nothing we can do now to help this vulnerable country. that causes diplomatic tensions to escalate because of whatever country switches to the other side. Nine of Pentacles, independence, in the lap of luxury. It's like one country publicly sells another country out by being like, no, we're gonna, no more. But it's like in a very boldly unfair way about some kind of decision. The Joker in reverse, truth and revelation. So it's covered by lies, emotional crossfire, caught between love, revenge, and justice. It's like somebody does something to one country does something to another, and the other country retaliation is just way too far. And it feels like this is about to cause tensions to escalate. What alliances will shift? What alliances will shift because of this? The Hanged Man and Justice, both in reverse. Which alliances will shift? I'm unwilling to shift my perspective and see it your way. So whoever's not on board with this one country cutting off the other, it's like they start to cut off the country that made that decision. Yeah, 10 of Cups, because they were what they wanted to appear to be, some kind of happy family, reunited. If you don't reconnect with them, we're cutting you off for cutting them off. What's the energy behind all of this? So country one is supposed to help country two. Country one realizes country two needs help and says, nope, you're on your own. I'm actually going to go join your enemy. And then countries 3, 4, and 5 are like, hey, country one, that's not cool. We can't do that. If you do that, we're going to cut you off. And country one's like, oh, well, what's all this about? What, like, I don't know. What's going on? In reverse, the smoking gun in reverse, irrefutable evidence that changes everything. Hidden truths begin to surface. A shocking revelation changes everything, but in reverse. It's almost like, okay, I'm looking at this unfolding and I'm not shocked that country one is doing this, but I'm kind of shocked that countries 3, 4, and 5 are standing up to country one. Give me one more card that makes this make a lot of sense. Conflict in the spotlight, but it came out in reverse. Clashing motives, public outcry. Conflicting motives among suspects, creating chaos. So each country has their own reason for feeling the way they do. The clash of truth and misinformation in reverse. Conflict in the spotlight in reverse. It's like something that had been brewing up behind the scenes for some time, and country one was just looking for a reason to cut off country two. And they end up using this as that green light to just be like, okay, finally, I can't help you with this. Does country one anticipate countries 3, 4, and 5 to be like, hey, we're going to cut you off too? 3 of Swords in reverse. A release of something, kind of, yeah. Heartbreak, pain and sorrow, grief and anguish in reverse. Yeah, whatever. Kind of expected it, is country one's attitude about it. All right, let's go to economic. Let's go to, I think that's all I'm going to get about that one. Economic developments. Which markets will face volatility? The 9 of Cups with the 8 of Swords in reverse. So a release of getting what I wanted. A release of getting what I wanted. Strength and Ace of Pentacles. I'm strong arming you into some kind of deal because I'm releasing getting what I wanted. A contest between the most powerful, most terrifying creature alive and a lion is what that says. Which markets face volatility? A contest between the most powerful. Which markets? This feels like US. And a lion. It's like aggressive light on action. So aggressive treaties or aggressive tariffs or aggressive whatever causing some kind of volatility in the US market is what I'm getting. What else? Actually, let me use this deck. Where did I put it? What else do we need to know about this? This feels almost like something crashes so that we can come in. We make something crash so we can come in to fix it. False alibis. What's hidden behind the lies? Irrefutable evidence emerges at last. A damning clue with wide range implications. It's almost like something's happening so that they can set up some other kind of money system. And it's like after it's in place, you're going to be like, oh, that's why you did that and caused this and that and the other thing. It feels like that's happening after some kind of volatility in the US market. So we reach some kind of issue and then are presented with a forced solution. It's how that feels. What trade agreements changed? Not just US or anywhere we need to know about. What kind of trade agreements change? 3 of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. They worked together to create ... perfection. King of Pentacles, the man who has everything. What trade agreements change? This is like I make it worse so I can come in and make it better with my own deals. This feels like, again, US. Making deals with other countries, but we need to get rid of all the current ones and then reestablish new ones that come from me. That's how this feels. 3 of Wands, yeah. 2 of Wands is the planning, and 3 of Wands would be the action from the planning. So that was the plan. Which industry faces disruption? Or let's say which industry faces the most disruption? Death in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse. Ambition, quick thinking, drive to succeed in reverse. So there's a lack of change. This is the end and the beginning, but it's in reverse. So yeah, lack of change. A lack of change in an area that really needs someone to take initiative and get forward progress, but there's a lack of change. The spark of discovery, a single clue changes everything. One piece of action would change everything, but there is a lack of progress. So which industry is this in? How do we define this industry? There's something crucial. That's the one thing that really needs to change. And if that one thing changed, it would change everything, but there's a lack of action. What's the industry? Democrat in reverse. Democrat in reverse. Murder in reverse. Change of plans in reverse. Something the new administration said it's going to do differently than the old administration. That's the one change that's needed, but they're dragging their feet. But what is the industry? Things getting worse, but it was in reverse. A love triangle. Disease, infection, negative growth. Open heart, long-term relationship. The medical industry. Something medical. Oh, I want. What was my question? Which industry faces disruption? The medical industry. And I'm wondering if that has something to do with the changes to healthcare that have recently taken place. This is like there's some major disruption coming from that. I don't know if that's because people can't pay their bills without insurance. I don't know if that's like the disruption that comes from people not being able to get the treatment they need, but that kind of feels major. So my question was, which industry? I don't really think that that's like a business standpoint. Fine, like the industry is going to take a hit, but this is like there's some bigger issues that come from it. That's like this rolling thunder that kind of just like echoes out and reverberates out because of what just happened with healthcare decisions. All right, let's go. Conflict zones. Where will tensions escalate? What can we know about where tensions will escalate? The Four of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Why does that look like? This looks like an industry worker to me, like tradesman. This to me looks like someone who would be like Illuminati or something. And then this to me looks like the Vatican priest, something along those lines, right? And then they work together to create perfection. Where will tensions escalate? It's like three countries working against another country to put them in some kind of glass house. Like we are putting everything in line to make it look like you, other country, are throwing stones from a glass house. And like also the glass house is like you're also trapped in where everyone can see you. Okay. Like all of the stuff that would be hidden if the glass wasn't if the house wasn't glass is not hidden because the house is glass. And see how the Four of Cups also has the same, it's like the three different heads here. The head of this country, the head of this country. So the head of some kind of trade or something like that. The head of some kind of major behind the scenes, pulling the strings, like we influence them. And then this to me feels like royalty or high up in religion or something like that. Some bit of that is involved also. And then this would be this person or this country, the one that's being put in a position to be in the glass house so everyone can observe and catch them throwing stones from a glass house. It feels like that person is making a decision here. And see how like this is like a ghost figure here. These are too. And this one's bringing forward this another one of these heads. Where will tensions escalate? I think that three countries go against one, but doesn't see that they have someone else behind them offering them support. And I feel like it's going to cause things to escalate because then these three countries are going to have to show their might to these what seem like small supporters, but then there's this bigger supporter that's offering a cup that's the same as these other ones, except it's, being carried by these ET hands. So you can't really see the bottom of this cup here is what I'm saying, because the fingers are covering it, but it's the same as these. It's the same amount of support as these. But then I also have these 3 other backup supports here. So it feels like these 3 think they have this one beat and realize, I got another trick up my sleeve. Should I take this offer by this entity and these supporters to go against these 3? Can't go against them if I'm not supported, but little do they know I am. Will there be any peace talks before or when this happens? Will there be any peace talks before or when this happens? Queen of Wands in reverse, High Priestess, 9 of Cups in reverse. So secret discussions that I'm not all the way confident about, and I don't get what I need. It feels like failed peace talks. Failed peace talks is how I would word that. Let's go to natural events. Where or what kind of environmental challenges will be coming to the world? Let's just do the world. High Priestess, Queen of Wands in reverse. Unseen drama as it pertains to environmental changes. Unseen drama. 3 of Cups, 9 of Wands in reverse. Survival is a matter of preservation and perseverance and vice versa. It's in reverse, so it's like unsurvivable. 3 of Cups feels literal. It feels like there's 3 things coming back to back environmental, and it's like they're going to play into each other. For example, such as a fire comes, there's air pollution, then there's something else that's made worse because of the air pollution from the fire, which then causes a 3rd thing. It feels like something like that. What else can we know about this? The Hermit, 4 of Pentacles in one area. Something happening over and over in one area. 4 of Pentacles. An observation. This kind of feels like some bit of like either weather warfare or something with the same vibe as like the fires. Validate, yeah. Interesting. I guess I'd say environmental challenges. It feels like almost like the perfect storm. Like there's certain things in place that's helping some kind of man-made disaster be worse. In manipulated or made worse already volatile environmental challenges. What's going on with that? Apprentice of justice, an injustice. Wrongly accused, but in reverse. So something purposefully done to make an already volatile environmental condition worse. And it's something in 3s. Like there's 3 different things that are going to come together. What can we know about that? Truth. Lies in reverse. Truth. Secret government program. Feels very similar to like Like, I keep getting the reference in my brain of what just happened in California with the fires, but like somewhere where we're gonna be like, huh? There? Like almost like California was the explain away, the precedent of it. Hidden network in reverse, biology, chemistry, scientific. Don't tell me Epstein Island goes on fire. That would be crazy. Biology, chemistry, scientific in reverse. What would for sure get rid of all the evidence if it wasn't there? It feels like there's going to be some kind of perfect storm of conditions type. It feels like fire somewhere very specific that looking at it, we're going to be like, there's just no way. There's just no way. And it's like whatever explanation we're given doesn't match what we can clearly see with our eyes. Give me a time frame for this. Time frame. Not the right time. So not right now. Not quickly, but when. In between not right now, but soon and when. Wait in reverse, no timeline. It's waiting on something else. It's like there's some kind of decision or some kind of action, and it happens right after. King of Cups in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Manifestation of an abundant harvest in reverse. So something fails to produce fruit, and King of Cups in reverse, that's where we get this manipulated event from. An emotionally balanced man in reverse. Making irrationally charged decisions. There's an unfruitful harvest and I make an irrationally charged decision. There's some kind of natural element that's made worse intentionally, and there's some kind of fire that's in a very specific place that we're like, wait. Like this could be like somewhere as specific as like Epstein's Island or Diddy's house, or it could be like an area that's like, it's clear there's something someone's trying to hide. Like we've seen this before. And it feels like this makes people question that weren't questioning before if we're being told the truth about other similar instances. And the fact that two cards came out that basically told me, no, you can't know the timing, makes me feel like this is entirely dependent on that decision or action or whatever. It's like, that's the trigger for this to go forward. That's what I'm getting with that. Where was I? Oh, regions face environmental challenges. Let's do... Will there be any technological development breakthroughs? Any breakthroughs in technology development? Breakthroughs in technology development. The heart of the scandal. Personal lives exposed in a sensational public spectacle. Technological advancements. We find out something. This is like the advancement being referenced is like someone advancing to the other side of like a firewall. Like this is a news headline where Someone from the outside goes in and gets inside information and takes it out. The Empress, the web. The web. Someone gets inside information and takes it out. The web. And she's at one with the forces. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like there's some kind of dirty money being exchanged. Dirty money transaction. Five of Pentacles, yeah. Financial struggle. Being exposed. Dirty money. It feels like there's going to be a news article, some kind of digital footprint or proof that someone who seemed to be well off actually needed to uphold their lifestyle appearance and took some kind of bad deal to do so. Some dirty money to do so. What's this about? Political in reverse. So this one's not as political. Embezzlement in reverse. Or is that saying it's political agenda being revealed? Give me a confirmation for political. Deep state in reverse. Well, that's... So it's not political. Someone who needed money to uphold their lifestyle took a bad deal. This is like someone in the public eye being exposed for selling out. Why is this in the news? Natural cause. Oh, domino knocking over. A domino knocking over. So this feels maybe to do with either like P. Diddy or Epstein. This is not a political affiliated person, but this is someone in the public eye. Some kind of documented proof, evidence, picture, something like that being presented. To put another piece in the puzzle of a connection that's important. It's like we're trying to get down the line to someone political, but we need to connect multiple people in between this person and that person. So there's that basis of connection. This is like another peg in that line of connection. So it feels like the news headline is going to center around some kind of evidence or proof of someone who's in the public eye, but is still respected. It's like we have to expose this person because they're the next piece in the line we're creating to this ultimate political target. Why is this news headline going to be important? The Emperor. Someone very respected. Ultimate authority rests with him. I said not political. I wonder if it's some kind of like judge or some kind of like law enforcer type job, but not in a political sense. No, that wouldn't make sense because that wouldn't be... This is like a celebrity that people really look up to. That isn't out there being talked about in these kind of discussions yet. What can we know about, I guess like the celebrity is what I would call them, or the person that this is talking about, that some kind of news or evidence is going to be coming out about? Emotional crossfire caught between love, revenge, and justice. The emotional toll of the case comes to light. Bittersweet intersection of hope and despair. I don't know why I'm getting this reference, but would it be possible, like, let me use this deck. I need like a very direct yes or no. Because this was in one of my other news in reverses not too long ago. Is this talking about like perhaps Beyonce needing to throw out another celebrity under the bus behind the scenes that gets exposed in front of the scenes by giving some kind of proof or evidence of something that she had held on to, allegedly? It's like to help my husband in a way that helps me. Not for him, for me. Is that this? You have the necessary information. I think that's kind of telling me, okay, that's enough. We've got to the bottom of that one. All right, next. So it's not really a technological breakthrough, but it feels like we get some kind of evidence or proof or something that connects another player into one of these major scandal cases. Like in a way that helps Jay-Z. Kind of. What security issues emerge? What kind of security issues emerge? Seven of Wands in reverse. So getting through some kind of barrier and the devil for bad intentions. Getting through some kind of barrier with bad intentions. Devil, and like I get into the barrier and then I try and change how it works. This is hacking. What was my question? Security issues emerge. Some kind of major hacking. Some kind of major hacking. Trail of blood in reverse. Violent path leading to the truth in reverse. A whistleblower's hesitation to come forward. Evidence tampered with or destroyed. Trail of blood in reverse. I hack into something to delete information. I hack into something to delete or change information and to intimidate. Buried motives in reverse. Hidden intentions waiting to be unearthed. So my intention is some kind of hacking where my intention is to take something out before it can be revealed. Hacking where the intention is to remove something before it can be revealed. Frozen, preserved on its side. So it's the bridge between what? Frozen, preserved versus released. DNA in reverse. Blackmail paid off. Security issues emerge. Some kind of hacking into a system where I can remove data or test results to prove or verify someone's identity. The hacker paid to go in and delete something. What will be the like news headline? Hacker hacks into blank and deletes blank. Like what's the vibe of those blanks, or like what's the reference? Legal proceedings in reverse. And this one was sticking out. Snake backstabber in reverse. Some kind of deleted data that hackers take because they were paid to do so that evidence or proof cannot come out in a case. That makes someone look bad. So I need you to get rid of these fingerprints so that they can't present them in court, type of thing, for example. Okay. No. Okay. I need to cough. Hold on one second. Okay. My allergies are very bad today for some reason. Okay. Okay. Social movements. What cause gains momentum? What cause gains momentum in terms of social movements? The Tower with the Three of Wands in reverse. We are not going to continue to accept inaction anymore. We're not going to keep saying it's okay that you're planning and not doing. In regard to what? Web of deception. Trust betrayed in the most personal ways. We are not going to continue to accept you telling us you're planning and not taking action. Web of deception. This web of deception, where is it? Oh, I'm not going to take them. This web of deception, where is it? Meeting. Web of deception in the meeting. Hold on. 1 second. The General Assembly meets annually in regular session intensively from September to December and resumes in January until all issues on the agenda are addressed, which often is just before the next session starts. The next major UN meeting is the 79th session of the UN General Assembly, which will take place in New York City from Nope. That's 2024. We're in 2025. Okay, so now we're into the 80th one. This is going to be the 80th one. The Second World Summit for Social Development and the UN Climate Change Conference, September 9th to the 23rd in New York. September 9th to the 23rd in New York. We're looking at which cause gains momentum. Something they're talking about in that meeting. There's like some kind of major pushback to, okay, we heard that last time. Like you said, these were the plans last time. You're not taking action. We're not putting up with it anymore. Some kind of social push. What's this about? Abuse, neglect in reverse. No longer staying silent about biology, chemistry. It's something health related. Okay, so after the UN General Assembly in New York between the 9th and 13th of September, there's some kind of major social push about we're not going to accept this as the answer anymore. You told us that last year. You told us that last time. as it pertains to something health related. It's like a major push for answers that kind of shakes the globe is like what I'm like um like it makes ripples around the world. Whatever happens because of this makes ripples around the world. Crossed agendas, allies or adversaries, the lines blur. It's going to be this energy of like they don't really care. They don't really care about what we need. And someone or a group of someones has had enough come the end of September is how that feels. Okay. What rights face challenges? What rights face challenges? Six of Cups with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Taking back something and treating you like a child. King of Cups and the Emperor. What rights face challenges? We're taking back something we gave you and treating you like children. There's two men who want to be in charge coming together. What I'm getting is free speech. Major challenges in maintaining free speech or not being silenced when you speak it. It feels like something intensifying to the point where it's going to be obvious that free speech is under attack, but in a way that like trying to use legalities to make it so free speech can be diminished is what that feels like. What's the like we gave it to you, now we're taking it back because you're acting like children. What is the catalyst for this? Illusion and manipulation, deception in high profile cases. There's going to be something that a topic of discussion that when you talk about it, you just get silenced. And it's going to be very obvious that like, oh, we're not allowed to talk about that. And then it feels like it's going to start happening more and more, which it already is. I understand that. But this is like something happens that hasn't happened yet, and you are not allowed to talk about it. And it's going to be almost like an immediate, you say this word, you get shut down thing. And it's going to be pointing towards, I don't know if you can hear that. My cat's automatic food thing is going off. 1 second. Okay, it's done. What was I saying? It's going to be very obvious that what right is facing a challenge is free speech, especially as it pertains to media and social media in specific. What is the event or the thing that happens that we're not allowed to talk about? What is the thing that happens that we're not allowed to talk about? Female. Female. High vibes. Cover up. Collapse. What is the thing that happens that we're not allowed to talk about? They need to cover up someone's passing. Collapse and high vibes. Collapse and high vibes on either side of the female card, like that shape is like a boomerang to me. I send it out, it comes back. High vibes, a female that people see in a positive light meets some kind of unseen quick ending, and we need to cover it up because it's for some kind of ill-intended purposes, so you're not allowed to talk about it. So if you send anything out, it comes right back. A prominent female passing that we are not allowed to talk about. And it feels like that is going to be like, oh, wow. If I wasn't seeing it before, now I'm seeing how there is this attempt to silence or dilute free speech. What pattern emerges in the news? What pattern emerges in the news? 8 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Decisions that I'm not pleased with between groups. What pattern emerges? Countries disagreeing with one another's decisions. Page of Swords, curiosity, new ideas, and positive change. And the 6 of Swords, transition, rite of passage, unburdening. Makes me think of a sandbox. Learning how to play nicely together in the sandbox when it comes to solutions of travel, but we keep making bad decisions. What pattern emerges? This can either be trade and export or travel. It's like tit for tat type of thing. Like, I do this to you, so you do that to me, and then I do this to you because you did that to me, and then you do that to me because I did that to you because you did that to me. Like that. As it pertains to travel, trade, and that, it feels like the pattern that emerges is this very tit for tat, like, okay, are we just going to keep letting this get worse? Or are we going to sit down and have a conversation on what else could be happening here to fix this? It feels like that in terms of trade, travel. There's got to be a third one. Trade, travel, and what? We keep getting things in threes. Trade, travel, and connection. Trade, travel, and companionship. Trade, travel, and visas. Trade, travel, and visas. I knew there had to be a third one. Okay. What does this challenge accelerate? So a tit for tat energy in trade, travel, and visas accelerates what? Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords in reverse. Lack of clarity on an offer of love. Inspiration, sudden insight, challenges ahead in reverse. Challenge isn't ahead, it's here because there's a lack of clarity. What does this accelerate? Five of Wands. It's like misunderstandings. What does it accelerate? Misunderstandings. Like now I'm unwilling to sit at the table and talk to you about this because I already think you're tit for tat over here on trade, travel, visas. So I'm not going to sit and talk to you about this other issue. And it keeps just making little things that aren't related worse because it's the connection that has been severed between countries. Okay, this is gonna be the last one for now. What requires immediate focus in terms of news? What requires immediate focus? 10 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. The Spirit of Charity in reverse. Who will bury the burden? Who will carry the burden in reverse? So it's in reverse. So who will bury the burden? Who will put down the burden? 6 of Pentacles in reverse, a one-way street. Uneven dynamic. What needs immediate attention? Healthcare. Whatever's going on with the changes of healthcare that just made a bunch of people lose it. This is like we're only as strong as our weakest link. So if people start being unhealthy, it's pouring less into what they can, like they're not keeping up with their role in their lives and society. It's like the domino that makes everything else start to fall apart because people start to get behind on their health and then their finances and then everything else. What needs immediate focus in the USA, this feels, is a solution for that. It feels like whatever just happened healthcare wise is a change that's not sustainable. And there needs to be, and I feel like there's going to be Queen of Swords in reverse. Not right now, though. It feels like there's going to be some kind of almost like forced proposed solution. I don't know if that's universal health care. I don't know what that is, but it's like, well, we're not giving you that back. And you see how big of a problem it caused. So you have to go with our solution. Allegedly. That's how that feels to me. Yeah. 5 of Swords. Brutal tale of victory. And 6 of Cups. Treating you like a child. Treating you like a child to get what I want. I'm taking away something from you that's yours, that you had, the healthcare, to get what I want in a brutal way. I'm taking it away so I can force you to take my solution. The Hermit. One person solution. Okay. That's all for now. I'm still going to go back and do the members questions. I just don't know if I'm going to have time to do that this week. If you want to order the missing variables, I still have some available. Shipment should be here about the 18th. I will be away from the 9th to the 16th. So there's not going to be any videos. I don't know if I'm going to have time to get stuff scheduled for then, but I'm going to do a live tomorrow for members. And then I'll probably, once I get back, catch back up on the subscribers ones. Please remember, this is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not facts. Thank you for watching.